And Commissioner Franz, I want to go back to your comments, and I understand that you represent the governor, and I appreciate that, and that you have a political duty to do that, and I understand that as well. However, I don't think it is fair or accurate to say that our budget raises whatever the amount of money you said we raise in property taxes, unless you can show us what page of our budget has those tax increases on it. That is not an accurate or truthful statement. Now, you testified the other day that you, in your analysis, you believe that using some kind of dynamic figuring that you can say that when we do certain things at the state level, then local jurisdictions are going to decide on their own to raise taxes, although in your chart here it shows that property taxes have gone up every year since 1995, and I don't think Republican budgets have been passed in the state of Minnesota every year since 1995. So there's clearly something else going on that's causing property taxes to go up rather than Republican budgets. And so what we're trying to get at here is the effect of the taxes that are being proposed by the governor at the state level versus a budget that doesn't propose any taxes at the state level. And I just think that in your comments about the budget, you need to be, with all respect, I think, accurate about what our budget does and doesn't do. Our budget, the amount of money that in our budget is not an all-cuts budget. It is spending more money than the current biennium. And at least two areas of the budget, it is significantly more money. The Health and Human Services is 6% more dollars in our budget than the current biennium spends. And in the education budget, also more dollars. And so I understand the political rhetoric to describe things in a certain way, but it is not truthful if you look at what the budget that we passed actually does. And I think for purposes of this discussion, we may differ, we may disagree about the effects of what our policies will do. That's fair. But I think it is inaccurate and not helpful to describe what we have done in the way that you've described it. And I think I just would like us, as we continue this discussion, to recognize that we may have political differences, but we ought to be accurate about what our budget does. It does not raise taxes, does not raise property taxes, does not raise local taxes.